Let's get excited. Let's get excited. Let's get excited because we're here today to speak about so many things that I had in mind this morning, and we're ready. And if you're ready, drop in the comments. I am ready. I'm ready to hear it. I'm ready to receive it. I asked God to speak through me this morning so that the message that's in my heart really comes from Him and is out to the world for you guys to soak it in, to breathe it in, to live it in, and to make it your reality. Because why are we here? We're not here because you didn't stumble upon this message because you want to click on this. It's because there's something in this message that is for you today. There's something that's going to be said for you today that is for you to listen and for you to apply it. To soak it in and realize this is for me. She's speaking to me today. And you know what? It's my duty to do something about it. Because what she said today, I need it. Let's get into it. So I love this planner. This planner is called Full Focus Planner. And I'm going to be honest, like, I bought it for this season. This is for the quarter of the year. So my intention was really to be consistent with it and to do and what I needed to do with it and to interact with it. And it's been good, but there's been days like any other day that I kind of fall off a little bit. So here we are. And I love it really because it tells you a little quote from different people that motivates you, that keeps you focused, that keeps your intention in mind. So today's message says the wisdom of life consists in the elimination of non-essentials. And I'm going to repeat that and I'm going to tell a small story. The wisdom of life consists in the elimination of non-essentials. Non-essentials. And I love how, I am a part of 3 different communities. The first community is meditation and coaching with Coach Stormy and the Girl Hold My Hand community. My second community is Queen Warriors. We work out together, we ask each other questions, we uplift each other, we have mindset coaching, nutrition coaching, everything I need to get my body and my mind there, along with Girl Hold My Hand that does my mind and future and goals. And then my third community is Lovepreneur. This is building a business with your partner, love and business. I don't have a partner right now, but I believe in manifestation and preparing for that partner. So I went into that platform with a partner, but through that process, I realized, you know what? Maybe this is not the partner I should be building with. It doesn't resonate with me anymore. And I did something about it. I was in a 5-year relationship. I decided this is a little bit too heavy. We're not even married yet, and it's already not filling my cup. It's already feeling draining. I'm doing too much. And it's not to say that you shouldn't do too much, but you just know. You have an intuition, especially as women. We have a gut feeling. We just know when it just isn't right anymore. And we like to give into the time. I invested so much time into this, and, he's done X, Y, Z, or she's been there through the good and the bad. And yes, people are with us for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And we have to release the expectations. And I wrote that down, and I love how this is flowing. You have to release the expectations. Where did I write this down? Let's see. Oh, yes. Remove the expectations and the pedestals that we put people on. Life changed for me when I realized that people around me are just like me. People. And nobody is perfect. And nobody's going to have the answers. And what I would do doesn't mean that person would do what I would do, because we're 2 different people. We have 2 different characteristics. We have 2 different personalities. And just because right now we're connecting, we're ever changing. We're ever, I evolve every day. I cannot say that I was the same person yesterday that I am this morning. Because as I continue to grow, as I continue to learn, I change every day. So I cannot expect the person that I am with to also not change in their own right and in their own way. And that's why I feel like marriage is it's not something to just jump into, because we have this idea of marriage and, oh my God, since I was a little girl, I just felt like, and I just want the fairy tale and the falling in love and meeting my Prince Charming. And although it's beautiful, but it's not realistic. We're human. And so I cannot expect for the person that I am with to not evolve, or vice versa. The person cannot expect for me to not evolve and to stay the same. There's comfort, right? Comfort. We like to be comfortable. We love for people to be who they are when we met them, and to continue that same journey. Don't change on me. Don't switch it up on me. And honestly, I used to believe that, but I don't quite believe that anymore. I feel like we are individuals, and you are entitled and you are allowed, because it's your life. You're allowed to change. Now, if it's in a way that's hurtful and you're not communicating, and you're being rude and you're being disrespectful, now that's something different. And that in its own, that's already communication on its own. When you become disrespectful, when you're not communicating, when you're just going about your merry way, just doing the things that you want to do, that's communication in itself. I don't have to probe or ask any more questions. However, when we are communicating our deepest desires, our secrets, our feelings, and we're just being open, and so that way we're on the same page, that is to be respected. It may hurt. I'm not telling you that emotions may not, feelings may not be hurt. But if the person is being open and honest and truthful, and you are also being open and honest and truthful, and you are removing the expectations from it, and you're just listening to the person as a human being, we should be able to agree, right? Maybe even agree to disagree, it's fine. But I realized through my lovepreneur journey that the person I was building with was not the ideal person for me. So I made the decision, and it did hurt. My kids went through a little bit of hurt. The person went through a little bit of hurt. And we're here now, months later, and we're elevating, okay? So lovepreneur, yesterday, we were on the call, and we were discussing finances. And the person on the call was stating how right now, especially with the recession and everything, it is so important to just get down to the essentials, like what you need. Trimming down the fat, right? He says, cut the fat and lean out. And it's so interesting because that's the season that I've been in physically. He says it physically and financially. Cut the fat and lean out. Because also, from a health point of view, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're open to health crisis in the middle of this financial recession that's going on. And now, I'm not a financial person, so let's not even get into that. But when we're talking about elimination of the non-essentials, as this quote said today in this book, there's no coincidence that on last night's call we were speaking about cutting out the fat and not engaging in things that are not necessary. He even said, like, if you do your nails every week, cut it down to once a month. And these are press-on nails. Press-on nails, because nails are expensive. Getting your nails done, getting your hair done, all of this stuff is so expensive now. And so this has been on for a good week and a half, and I have no shame in my game. At work, everybody's like, hey, your nails look great. I'm like, girl, did you know that these are from Shein? And these are press-ons. And I'm rocking it, and it's great. It's $1. And so I feel good, I look good, and they're press-ons. It's fine. So this is another thing that was on my mind this morning. Because now we're talking about, eliminating the non-essentials, coming into yourself, and throughout this journey of self-love, self-discovery, I realized something important. My physical transformation, I decided to physically transform because I was not happy with myself. I wasn't happy with myself. What I was looking at in the mirror was not the person that I saw myself looking like. And I know physically, we like to think like, oh, physical don't matter. No, but everything flows together. It's mind, body, and spirit, right? So as I got to know myself, I said, I don't like what I see in the mirror. And I was a part of the Queen Warrior community already for 2 years. And it's just consistency and the discipline to remind yourself of who you want to be and not falling for your own excuses. And life is going to happen. Life is going to life, right? So you just have to put yourself in that mindset that it's going to get done no matter what. And if you follow me on social media or on any other platforms, you will see that I am a firm believer of your morning routine. And if this is the first time that you hear this from me, I am a nurse, hence my name, Jen Jen the nurse. I am a nurse. I work in the surgery center world. So we start really early. We're booked to come in at 5 or 6 in the morning. So we don't really have a time to come out of work. And so with being a mother of 2 children, with trying to establish a workout routine, with working on my mind, body, and soul, planning is essential for me. Planning is essential. It is why I got this planner with the times and everything, because I also learned early on that, and Coach Stormy says this a lot, if you don't plan and prepare, then you plan to fail. There's other ways to say that phrase, but that's pretty much the gist of it, right? If you don't plan, then you plan to fail. And this goes down to fitness. If you don't plan out your meals, if you're not prepared, then you're just gonna eat whatever because you're hungry. You're just gonna fall for whatever the universe or the world says that you must do. And I know that you can't control everything, but I'm gonna try my darn hardest to control the things I can. So I was having an issue staying consistent with my workouts, feeling good physically because of time. And that's everybody's problem. Anytime that I discuss fitness and meditating and doing all these things, anything that is good for us, we always say we don't have time, right? So look at my shirt. I am disciplined. I made this shirt. This shirt is my merch from my company. I am disciplined. And this is something that I actually made for myself, because I said, you know what? I need to remind myself. I need to affirm. Let me do this for you guys really quick, because I want you to see the full frame. I affirm, right? I affirm to myself that I am disciplined. I affirm to myself that I am capable of reaching heights that I see myself reaching. I affirm to myself that I am that woman that I see myself becoming. I am. So if you study affirmations, if you study the law of attraction, if you study any of those things, and if you study successful people, you will know early on that success comes when you already know that it's yours, when you embody that person, when you embody that thing, when you are what you are without actually being it just yet. But just knowing that it's yours and believing and having faith that it's yours, it will. It will. So I said, okay, in order for me to be this person, I'm going to have to get up at 3 or 4 in the morning to work out. I'm going to have to wake up at 3. The book that changed my life, and this may not be the first video you see this in, but the book that changed my life is the 5 a.m. Club. The 5 a.m. Club, I listened to it on Audible, and I loved it because it was such a nice listen. The way they spoke on that audiobook is it was so entertaining. So if you study these successful people, you will see that you have to embody the person that you see yourself becoming. And so waking up at 3 or 4 in the morning, as the book discussed, as soon as you get up, there's so many hormones. It's the closest you'll get to your unconscious mind, that it's very important what you do in the first hour after waking, that it is something that contributes to the life that you desire. So I made a plan. I said, okay, I'm going to wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning, depending on what time I need to be in at work. The point is, I would wake up 2 hours before it's time for me to go to work. I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes. I'm going to work out for 30 minutes every day, because motion changes emotion. So if I don't want to take in everybody else's energy, I need to establish my energy. I put sticky notes all over. I put my alarm in the bathroom so that when I heard it, I would get up and I wouldn't snooze, because snoozing is such a big issue for me. So I put things in place. I planned and I prepared for success. Oh, I love that. I planned and prepared for success. And I did it every day. I did it every day. So 3 or 4 in the morning, and I would document my progress. And I surprised myself. So many people were inspired by the fact that I actually had the discipline and the dedication and the consistency to do such a thing. I lost 25 pounds. I found products that helped me detox my body. I found a community of women that work out. I joined another community to meditate, to expand my mind, to get around people that are on the same frequency that I want to be on, that I desire to be on. And I did it every day. And I'm saying past tense, but I still do it every day. I'm just telling you from the mindset that I was at in the beginning. So once I established this routine for myself, things started to fall into place. I got to know myself a little bit more. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I would actually like to make a video based on my mindset from the very, very beginning. 2 years ago, I did inner child healing, because I realized that this is not just something that comes from anywhere. You have to heal the things that you grew up with, the limiting beliefs that your parents, the people around you, your community told you, because I'm a minority. I come from immigrant parents, and these are not things that were given to them. These are not, ideas that the people around them believe in. And, whatever you consume is what you become. Let me repeat that. Whatever you consume is what you become. So growing up, you may not have a lot of control over what you consume, because you're in a dependent state because you're a child. But at the same token, their limiting beliefs and their traumas are being fed into you, and therefore you come up with these traumas and these limiting beliefs. And that's a whole nother video. But let's circle back to trimming the fat, right? And I'm gonna end this here. This is gonna be, a few videos around the same thing, because this is endless conversation. Endless conversation. Let's trim down the fat. Let's cut out the non-essentials. Let's write down our goals. Let's plan it out. Let's close our eyes. Let's see, who is it that I see myself becoming? What are the things that I see myself having? What is the impact that I see myself giving out? What is the value that I want to possess to be able to give on to somebody else? Oh, I love this song. And truly, make a plan for it and see it in the forefront of your mind. I'm so big on vision boards. My vision board is right next to my mirror. Every morning I'm doing my hair and I'm looking at the vision board and I'm connecting with it, and it's the vision for my year. And I did this last year, and to be able to have manifested the things that I put on that board is like, wow, this is no joke. It's an everyday thing that you need to do. Let's trim out the fat. Let's cut out the unnecessary. The people, the places, and things that don't serve me anymore. Make an analysis. Let's see, what are the things every day? What are the things that take me out of my frequency that I am trying to stay in? And I also want to say, stop trying. Let's not try anymore. Let's do. So what are the things that take me out of the frequency that I am in, that I fight so hard to be in every morning? What are those things? And when I come into those things, when I see them, I don't feel comfortable. And I realize, no, this is not it. I write it down. I make a mental note. And I say, I'm not going there anymore. And if I do happen to go there, I'm not allowing you to transfer your energy to me. Let's cut out the fat. Let's cut out the limitations that we tell ourselves. Let's cut out the but. The but, the ifs, the I will try. No, let's just do. I'm going to end this here, but this is a series of videos let's engage. Let's tell me what you think. What are the ideas that you have in your mind? If this helped you out at all, I know it's a little bit scattered and all over the place. But what are the things that resonated with you? Please write it down in the comments. What are the things that resonated with you the most? What are the things that you are going to put into practice today? What are you going to put on your vision board? And I know that today's January 26th. And I know that it's January. We have this mental thing like, oh, I'm already late. Or let's say if it's April or May when you're seeing this. Whenever you're seeing this, it doesn't matter the month. Because time is something man-made. It's the decision. When you decide that today is the day that I'm going to start, right? When today is the day that I decide enough is enough. It doesn't matter. Just make the plan. Write it down on paper. Make it plain. Create your vision board. Put all those things. And have big, audacious goals. And I would even go as far as to say, don't even tell the people around you. Unless there are people that are doing the things that you want to do over time and time again, that they've already done it, and they have elevated to a certain point where now you are following their footsteps. Unless there are those kind of people, don't share your dreams and goals, because these are things that God gave you. God gave you this desire. God gave you these dreams and goals. And so sharing with small minds sometimes can knock us out our frequency and bring us down here again. Remember, babe, you fall so hard to be here. Your morning routine, you got down packed. You've been consistent. You've been losing weight. You've been trimming the fat. Financially, you're tightening up. Physically, you're tightening up. Mentally, I'm connecting with God, the universe. I am one with the divine energy. And when I am up here, I will stay there. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No energy that's trying to get to me will connect to me. Because I'm up here. Share your thoughts, share your feelings, and tell me what's up. Tell me what you got from this. I love to my vision for this YouTube channel is to be able to create this community of like minds, of women, mothers who we carry the world. We have a womb, we nurture, we allow things to grow. So oftentimes we don't pour into ourselves, we don't water ourselves, so therefore we don't feel like we're growing. And this is my final thought. In order for us to continue allowing things to grow, we also need to grow. So water yourself, babe. Water yourself.